Greetings, programs. Welcome back to another edition of Jedi Reacts. I hadn't reacted to a movie trailer in a while, or any kind of trailer. So I decided when I saw this had dropped today, dropped earlier today. I was sleeping because it's been that kind of week. But I'm here now. And I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible because I'm excited about this one. I'm excited. I'm going to be excited about everything Marvel. By now, you should be used to this. But this, has special reasonings behind it. One, it's MCU. Two, it's Kung Fu. And it's two of my favorite things combined. I know we got a little bit of that. We got that in Iron Fist, but that was different. That was lower budget. This is full-on Marvel film Kung Fu movie. And also this guy probably, has training, which are other... That was a long story. I don't blame anybody for that. And I liked Iron Fist, so really can't blame anybody for anything. But I am... This is different. This is going to be a spectacle. I'm hoping it's going to be a little less street level, more fantastical, because, it's the Marvel universe. I know several... I've only read, I think one Shang-chi comic, but I know enough to know what to look forward to this. I know it's going to have... it's going to be the real Mandarin is going to be in it, as opposed to the Trevor... what was his last name? Trevor Scott? Trevor Noah? No, those are different Trevors. He's going to be... It's the real one. And maybe we'll even see Trevor. I kind of hope we do find out what happened to them, and I don't think they're going to end Ben Kingsley's character arc that way. This is the one who took the real, the fake Mandarin, because apparently they had hired him to imitate the actual leader of the Ten Rings. I know that the Ten Rings is an organization in the MCU, as opposed to being actual Ten Rings the Mandarin wears, that are they're not magical. I believe they're something he picked up from an alien craft. Am I remembering that correctly? It's been a while, and I may be thinking of the Iron Man cartoon from the 90s or 80s, 90s. I know that Shang-Chi's father is the Mandarin. In the comics, his father is Fu Manchu. We've talked about this in the podcast. We know that they ain't gonna do Fu Manchu in the MCU. Just lots of reasons why they ain't gonna do that. Like I said, we talked about this in the podcast. He's a racist stereotype that was invented by a white guy so he could further promulgate the idea of the yellow peril, that Asians were trying to take over the world. So yeah, Marvel's not going to that well. That's not a character you can rehabilitate. That's not even a real Asian name. So yeah, this was probably a good idea. It makes sense to me to switch him over to the Mandarin. And this Mandarin's actually going to be Asian this time, which I think is fine. We need just a smidge more Asian representation in the MCU. I also know that this is going to be this is supposed to do what for Asian Americans what Black Panther did for African Americans. So I'm on board for that. I hope it looks good. I hope they threw as much thought into the stylings and structure of this film as they did in the Black Panther, because Black Panther was a beautiful thing to behold. So yeah, I'm excited about this film. More so, I'm like I said, I'm gonna be excited about every Marvel film, but this one holds a special place in my heart because I love Kung Fu. So let's get into it and see if it lives up to any of my expectations. I'm probably gonna like it either way though. I already like it. Oh, someone's been Yeah, I told you. Oh, he doing the... Oh, with the hand. Oh, that's not easy. He's...
And where did that get you?
He's working as a valet. Oh, that was him as a little boy punching the same.
You walked in my shadow.
Oh, are the 10 rings armbands this time around? The physical rings?
I trained you to the most dangerous people in the world.
Ooh.
Couldn't kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
Oh. What? Excellent.
It's not going to happen.
Did you see the creatures in the background? Yes! Yes!
You can't outrun
What?
who you really are.
Sorry, I'm not saying anything. It's just... That's epic. Oh, another subway. Yeah. Oh, nice. The 10 rings on... Oh, the bus. Oh, they do... Oh, they going...
We make a good team.
They doing the full-on, like, kind of like Jackie Chan last-minute saves. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That was magnificent. I'm gonna play it again while I talk over it. It looks like he has a friend. Like I said, I don't know a lot about the mythology, specific mythology of Shang-Chi. So I'm not necessarily recognizing all of the characters. I actually didn't do too much research into this particular film just because, like, I guess I kind of wanted to be surprised. But it looks like was trained by his father, the Mandarin, to be, he said, to protect himself against the most dangerous people in the world. You know, this is the MCU. There's people way more dangerous than guys with katanas. It looks like he's gonna take the 10 rings at some point. This, like, those are lions, are they not? Those are like giant lions. Then again, lions are pretty good size as it is. Really furry lions. So the kung fu looks amazing, and it's shot in that style with that type of cinematography. Really glad they decided to go with that art style. I'm glad that the kung fu is like, looks like classic kung fu films. We got another not a subway fight, a bus fight. Okay, just that I don't even know how to do that with but this is everything I wanted in the trailer. And I love that it looks like there's going to be like it's more than just like, for kung fu films there might be like a lower budget, so they might not be able to, like all of the action takes place in the individual fight scenes, but for Marvel we can elevate the stakes a little bit, and we can have like really close calls where we can put like people in danger, not in reality but in the context of the film. Like when he pulls that woman from from falling out of the bus and hitting that other vehicle, that's the kind of stuff I wanted to see. I wanted to see kung fu, but elevated with that Marvel MCU touch, also known as money. Well, I'm happy, guys. How about y'all? I've been looking forward to this since it was announced. That day that all the Marvel films were announced was a big deal for me. Every single MCU film in the coming years looks like is something that I'm excited about. Every single series coming out of the new the new television division. Well, it's not even a division now. All the Marvel stuff, all the Marvel television stuff, is way more exciting for me now. I haven't felt this way since the first days of the MCU. Then again, you know what? That's not true. Marvel is one of the one studios besides Lucasfilm that always keeps me looking forward to new things. And you know, there's some people that feel like just let it die, just let the franchise do this, end it here. I want it to end here. Like, if you don't want to observe any more of the franchise, don't. But I personally like things that grow and expand and explore more of the same universe. Like, this universe is already vast, and like, if they had taken that attitude with the comics, just imagine if they had wrapped up the comics after a certain amount of time. We wouldn't have Marvel Comics. I don't see movies as any different. Maybe in the past they have been. Maybe there's this perception that, oh, it's perfect the way it is. But I don't believe in perfection being a goal. I think that if you have another amazing story to tell it. And the fact that maybe another story, an older story, was better or ended on a great note, be damned. Tell that story and let's keep building this universe for as long as we can build it, because it's so much fun. Guys, once again, thanks for watching, and the only thing that I'm going to ask you to do this time is to share the video and leave a comment about anything. Leave a comment about my hat. Leave a comment about my new Funko Pop. I'm blocking it. Just engage with the video in some way. That's all I ask. And, you know, try to share with me some of your excitement so that I get a sense of what my viewers are enjoying. And maybe we can bring some other people into the channel and have more conversations here. Be sure to check. Oh, the other thing I will ask you to do is check out my Discord, which is devoted to this channel and some of the other projects that I do. I'll put the link in the description, and it's also it's on my channel page. Let's get this channel so popular that one day I too have to make an apology video. This is Digital Jedi saying peace out. Remember to watch everything.